It is time for Friday Flicks with our friend and critic Patrick Beatty. Now, I think you might have just set a record for most movies watched. How many have you watched and in what amount of time?
You know, I set some personal records this weekend doing Sundance. I watched 28 films in a span of 3 or 4 days. And honestly, it felt really good, but I don't think I looked physically very well by the end of this. I think we have a picture of what. Yeah, by the time I was out of this, I was crawling back into my bed trying to get some sleep because of just all night watching films. It was so much fun.
There you are.
There I am.
Actual picture of Patrick entering the world after all the movie watching. Well, thank you for doing all of that so that you can talk about it and tell us what to see.
Definitely.
The first one is The Ice Age, Adventures of Buck Wild.
Yes, so this one didn't make Sundance. In fact, none of these did. But Ice Age is one for the kids, and it's out on Disney Plus right now. Who thought that they'd be making more Ice Ages?
They're so fun, though. Let's take a look.
Crashing, Eddie. We're back to the lost world.
And I thought I made bad choices.
Hello, boys. Buck Wild at your service.
Our hero!
What brings you two to my world?
We want to live a life of adventure, like you.
It's a bad time for a tropical vacation. Everyone, we face a grave threat.
Can you repeat that? I had a marshmallow in my ear.
So this movie is taking place pretty much after the previous 2 Ice Ages, and it doesn't focus too much on Manny and Diego and Sid, all of the characters that we saw from the first one. They're at the beginning, a little bit towards the middle and the end, but this is mainly about these 2 and basically going out on their own and learning how to be adventurers on their own. The animation, if you can see a little bit, I don't know if it's just my eyes because I watched so many Sundance films and so now I just have permanent weird vision, but the animation feels a little bit more stop motion, a little bit more choppier than what I've seen in the other ones. As well, I just don't. You can mine a property for so long until it's like, what more ideas do we need for the Ice Age universe?
So do you think it's run its course? Should we skip it?
I think it's run its course, but look, it's not extinct. It's still going. So I would say for kids, this is still one you can put on, and it's on Disney Plus. I gave it a 4 out of 10, though.
A 4 out of 10. Okay, well, maybe I'll have Char watch it, and then we'll get his review, see if he likes it.
There we go.
The Fallout, totally switching gears with this one. Tell me about The Fallout.
So The Fallout is going to be a film that, honestly, it's tough to sell because at one point it's very important to watch, but it's also something that has subject matter where the emotional investment might be tough to go with.
Okay, let's check it out.
What are you feeling right now?
I feel mad.
You went through something no one should ever have to go through.
Can you stay just till I fall asleep?
Let it go.
Life's hard.
You're right. Life's confusing!
I can't feel anything!
So this is about the events that take place after a school shooting. Now that right there is sensitive enough to have a lot of people want to tune out for this, but I implore you to check this film out because of how well executed it is and well done it is. This is a coming of age story in a weird way in the time that I don't think a lot of us really can experience unless you're a kid growing up today. I think all of the performances were incredible. I think the message is very strong, and at the same time it tells us that we're in different times right now.
Well, very important. And is this based on an actual story, or is this like a hypothetical school shooting?
Well, I mean, there's probably tons of influences in this, and at this point that you can take from. But this is basically a fictional story about these characters and how they come to bond together after this experience and where she goes from there.
And her performance, so powerful, they say she's the next big thing.
Yep, she's incredible. I gave this film an 8.5 out of 10. I think this is a very strong one.
There you go. I will definitely be watching that one. And last but not least, we
Let's
have
change the
a
gears all
throwback
again, completely.
to the 90s. You grew up watching this. We are
Yes.
huge fans of this in my house with my boys. What is it?
Oh man, well we got to talk about my comfort food film, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 1990 version. That's right. We're not doing animated in this building. We're in a huge 100-pound puppetry and voices by Corey Feldman, and it's one of those films that, yes, on surface level, this is ridiculous and silly, and honestly, it's one of the first superhero films to try to take the source material in a way that, like, it wasn't just dorky, silly stuff. Like, if you watch the first movie, it's got very serious themes. It's got a lot of important parts to it that comic book movies use to this day.
It's really good. We watch it, over and over. I think I have that thing memorized, and it's enjoyable every single time. We've got all of the Ninja Turtles. We've got Shredder, Splinter, Casey Jones, April O'Neil, Patrick.
All of my
you're
weight gain
speaking my
is from
language.
pizza and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, it
That's-
doesn't get any better than that.
No,
And
not at all.
I think you can stream that just about anywhere.
Oh yeah, and check it out, please, if you haven't seen these. If your kids have not seen the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you have to check it out. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10. Okay, that's up there. A favorite for me, too. Where do people follow you, Patrick?
Well, you can check me out on patrickbatyreviews.com. Check out all of my Sundance coverage. I've been doing reviews all week and interviews, so please take a look at those and make not sleeping worth it.
Yes, we will follow along. I'm so curious. So hop online, support Patrick, get some sleep.
Yep, I'm going right now.
All right. Up next, the benefits of eating okra. And get crafty this weekend with a tiered tray that can be switched out for any holiday. We are showing you how to decorate for Valentine's Day.